everyone, today I am filming a tutorial for some Valentine's Day makeup. This is the look that I came up with. It's quite natural, glowing skin, blended eye makeup, and just a glossy lip. So it's quite beautifying, but it doesn't look like you have a ton of makeup on. So if you want to see what products I used and how I did this, just keep watching. Okay, so starting out with the base, I want to keep it really natural and beautiful so that your skin just looks a bit more perfected, but if you're going on a date or anything, they wouldn't necessarily be able to tell that you have a ton of makeup on. So, I'm going to start off by using a Radiance Primer. This I got on the recommendation of Kate from Ghost Parties, and I really like it because, as she says, it gives a really, it's almost like a soft focus to the skin. It almost kind of blurs everything. Just massage this into the skin. Okay, I had to get a headband because my hair was already annoying me. So, now that you have your primer on, I'm going to move on to the foundation I'm going to use. And for that, I'm using the Rimmel Wake Me Up because it gives medium-ish coverage, but it just has a way of making your skin look absolutely beautiful. I would recommend this for if you're going to like a restaurant or something, because I've worn this to restaurants and your skin just looks flawless. If you're going like to lunch in the daylight, maybe don't wear this, but at nighttime this foundation is just absolutely beautiful. I'm using it in the shade 100 Ivory. And then I'm gonna take whatever is left on the back of my hand and run it down my neck. Because the last thing you want on Valentine's Day is for a guy or a girl, whatever you're into, to notice that you have a foundation line. Concealer, I'm using, again, Rimmel Wake Me Up, and the shade has rubbed off, but I see number 230. Then I'm just going to blend that in with my fingers. And I'm not doing anything crazy smoky on the eyes, so I think it's pretty safe to put on my concealer now. And then I have this one ungodly blemish, and I don't want to use the Rimmel Wake Me Up on that because that one's kind of illuminating. So I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer in Light Medium 003. Just because this one has a bit more of a matte finish. So now we've got foundation and concealer on. I want to do highlighter, and I'm doing a liquid highlighter because I think it looks so beautiful when your skin is glowing, and people definitely notice that. However, I mean, I wear powder highlighters all the time, but some people might find them a bit too obvious. So if you want a more subtle option, Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl. Just pat this along where your cheekbones are. Bit down the bridge of the nose and above the upper lip. And then I'm just going to use my foundation brush to blend that in. And this still has foundation on it a bit, so it's really going to help to blend that in so everything is seamless and imperceptible on the skin. Okay, so now it's time to do your eyebrows if you do them. I am going to use the Marcel Duo Eyebrow Pro Slanted Waterproof Pencil and Tinted Gel in Brunette. This is what I've been using since I dyed my hair brown, and I absolutely love it. So, you just want to fill them in so they look quite natural. You don't want, like, those horrible eyebrows that look like they're drawn in with Sharpies or anything. If you're blonde, use something slightly darker than your hair color. Usually they say about 2 shades darker. And if you're brunette, use something, I think they say 2 shades lighter than your hair color. And just try to keep it really soft. Nothing too dramatic. Okay, and then I kind of have a rough shape in, but I want to just make them look a bit softer before I put the gel in. So I'm using the Real Techniques Lash Brow Groomer. And I like to use this, like, it reminds me of something you would wash your car with. I don't know. Very strange. But anyways, just brush through that. You can use a spoolie if you have one. We're going to move on to the eyes. And I want to keep them really soft, smudgy, no harsh lines, but defined, and kind of just glossy looking and a little bit shimmery and beautiful, but nothing over the top, nothing too pigmented or intense. So I'm going to be using, of course, my favorite Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze all over the lid. However, I like to use this with a really sheer application. I don't like to put too much on because, although it looks beautiful full on, if you put it on really sheer, it just kind of makes your lid look almost glossy because of the shimmer in it. So I'm just going to pick a little bit up and then get that all over the lid. Then I'm just taking a blending brush and making sure that the edges are really, really soft. It should just kind of be a haze of color. You don't want anyone to notice that you've got, you know, metallic eyeshadow everywhere. You just want a really beautiful sheen across the lid, that's all. Then I'm taking a little pencil brush and just getting a little bit of it and running it along my lower lash line. Okay, and then for a little bit of definition on the eyes, I'm just going to use a black eyeshadow. So I'm using an angled brush, and then I'm just using, whoops, oh lord, oh my, Blackout from the Urban Decay Naked 2. So just get that on your angled brush and then really tap off the excess. I'm using a shadow rather than a liner because you can smudge this out and blend it, so it's not going to look as harsh. Alright, so now that I have just a basic line along my upper lash line, I'm going to take that pencil brush we used to go under the eye with and just kind of, you don't want to make it crazy smoky, but just blend the edges a bit, just so it looks a bit softer. Now I'm going to take the same eyeshadow and brush and just kind of wing out my eyes a bit because I find that to be flattering on my eye shape. Now I'm just taking my Rimmel Scandalized pencil in brown and I'm literally just going to dot it along the outer corner of my bottom lash line just for a bit of definition, but I didn't want to put any black shadow down there because this is going to be much more long lasting and you don't want your makeup to be like smudging and smearing everywhere throughout the night. Now applying mascara. I'd recommend using something that's going to be quite long wearing because like if you make out with someone, it's not nice when your mascara gets on their face. So so I'm using the CoverGirl Bombshell Volume by Lash Blast. Okay, so I've just applied my mascara, and I forgot to mention, if you don't have curly eyelashes, I definitely recommend you curl them. It makes the world of a difference. But as one final step on the eyes that I just kind of felt like it needed, is I'm going to take my black gel eyeliner, this is the one by Maybelline, and just on that brush that we applied the black eyeshadow with, I'm just going to tightline because it really makes the world of a difference. So to tightline, all you need to do is put it along the flesh strip on your upper lash line. Just in there. Now for the face, I'm going to set everything. This is new to me. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. Ooh, 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 there you go. Now I wore this a few nights ago to a restaurant and I cannot describe to you how perfect my skin looked. It doesn't really do it justice in like harsh daylight, but go into like a beautifully lit, like you know how restaurants are kind of dark? This makes your skin look absolutely incredible. And then for blush, I've really been enjoying using NARS Deep Throat. This one right here. It's just quite a peachy shade. And since I've been fake tanning, I've really been liking this. You just want something really pretty to make you look just beautiful and healthy and like you have a bit of life in your face. You don't want to just throw on foundation and nothing else. Now for lips, you want something kissable. You don't, I mean that's what I would want to go for. I wouldn't want to wear a bright red lipstick unless it was like a stain because I don't want to get that all over my date. First of all, I'm using the Sephora Retractable Lip Liner in Naked, the lip liner I always use, and I just outline my lips with this, usually just actually on my top lip to make it look just a bit bigger. Then I decided to use kind of just a shimmery pink gloss because of its formulation. The Rimmel Stay Glossies. I know a lot of guys don't like kissing lip gloss, but the thing with this one is I was thinking it stays on. It looks better after you've eaten and drinking in it because it goes on quite like glossy right now. Because of its formulation, it's so long wearing that after you eat and drink in it, it just kind of dulls down to just this beautiful sheen so that your lips, like it doesn't feel like you have lip gloss on, but your lips still look plump and they kind of have a bit of a shimmer to them. They just look beautiful. And I find that especially with this shade, this is 140 Always Lovely. The hair, I'd say keep it quite soft. I mean, that's what I would go for, just some like loose waves. Don't put in like a sticky hairspray. You want it to be quite touchable. And something I would say is spray your perfume in your hair so that like if it moves around, you know, the scent kind of gets out. So yeah, that's everything. I hope you all have a fun Valentine's Day, no matter what you're doing. If you are going on a date or if you're even going on like a girls' night or something, I think this is some really beautiful makeup to wear. So thank you for watching.